In 49 other states, it is just basketball, but hailing all the way from Indiana, Ella Thompson is our guest today on NE10 Now, the podcast of the #1 seed on the women's side of the basketball bracket, the Bentley Falcons. Ella, congratulations, first off, on the season that you guys have had. Walk me through what has led to what you guys have put together at this point.
I think it's been a very exciting, a very fun year for us. I think this is the first time in my 5 years that I've been here that we've been able to call ourselves regular season champions, which I think is awesome. But yeah, I mean, it's only been a season of like ups and downs. I think the Northeast 10 is the toughest conference in the East Coast. I think if you've seen from the regional rankings that just came out, just from top to bottom, we're just so deep, which I think makes every game just exciting and fun, not only for us to play in, but I think for people to watch too. There's just a lot of talented players, teams, and everyone's just so well coached. So I think just for us, it's just having to like lock in, and I think you have to bring, from like a prepping standpoint, you have to bring your A game every single night. But yeah, it's just been a fun and exciting year, and we're just ready for the tournament to start. So
Why are you guys good?
why are we good? Well, I just think we're just so deep. We have a ton of talented players, 1 through 14. I mean, anyone can go off on any given night. So I think it makes us really hard to guard. And then at the same time, we're also just really well coached too. C does a great job prepping us, getting us ready to be at our best every single night. So, but I think not only our offense, but I think it's on the defensive end too. So I think if you look at the games that we've dropped, we've given up, I think, over 50 points. So I think it's our defense is what makes us so successful. And when we're able to get stops, it just generates our offense. So
How much did Greece play in all of this? Like the fact that you guys got a little bit of a head start and played some games in the summer. Where'd the ball get rolling from that standpoint?
Yeah. Well, first, it was just an overall just great experience. I had never been outside of the country before, so just very thankful for the opportunity to be able to just do that one. And then two, I think it played a big role in, I think, our team chemistry. This is one of like the tightest knit teams that I think I've played on here at Bentley. Everyone's really close, and I think just to be able to have our freshmen come with us to Greece and just to be able to practice a little bit over the summer and to get a few games in before we came back a month later for preseason, I think played a big part. And yeah, just like our team chemistry and honestly the success that we've, I think, had this year.
What's the best thing about Greece that had nothing to do with basketball?
I think honestly, just like the views. So we did like a little island hopping one day. The weather was great and the food was amazing. So I mean, I could personally move there, live there, for the rest of my life. Yeah, it was that great.
I've never been, but I've heard it's pretty
No, it's
fantastic.
so awesome. Yeah.
Let's talk about you a little bit because you won Rookie of the Year when you showed up on campus your first year. But I also know that Coach White has had some quotes talking about your growth and being very quiet when you first got here and, you know, being a point guard and having to find your voice. So even though you established yourself very early on, I know it's been a little bit of a process for you. How have you found that voice, and how do you feel now being an elder statesman on this team and a leader?
Coming in as a freshman, yeah, like you mentioned, I was very quiet. I'm kind of a reserved person, not necessarily very emotional, I guess. But I think being a point guard, well, I had a lot of seniors ahead of me, my freshman year who were very like dominant, outspoken, and I think they kind of helped. Well, like Julia Ford, she really kind of took me under her wing. She's now coaching at Missouri. She's big time now, but yeah, she just kind of really took me under her wing and just showed me kind of the ropes and like what it takes to be a leader. Yeah, and I think from there, just being a point guard, you have to be a floor general, kind of always communicating with your teammates. Yeah, just kind of being like the calm and through the storm at times, but yeah.
You're from just outside Indianapolis, and I know you had some offers from good schools, even at this level, to stay home. Why did an Indiana girl depart to the East Coast and make her way to Bentley?
Yeah, I mean, I had a few offers from some schools back at home. Indiana State being one of them. UIndy, I think was the other closest one for me. But no, I just kind of fell in love with Bentley the moment I stepped on campus. I knew it was different. Just the culture here, the coaches, the players. I wanted to go somewhere where I could have a contribution kind of early. I wanted to go somewhere I could play. I wanted to go somewhere with a winning culture because I think you can go to some of these other schools, but you may not have the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament or to win championships. So I think for me that was kind of the biggest thing. And then academically, Bentley's also a great school. So it was just the full package for me. I felt like it was a no-brainer. And looking back, I wouldn't change anything. So definitely one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Your favorite movie is
Oh, favorite movie. I think I'm gonna have to go with Hoosiers
uh
just
have you
because. So
have
I
you
watched
played
probably like 30 times growing up.
have you played at Hoosier Gym?
I have actually, yeah. Yeah. There's like a little like north-south game they host every year. So I have actually had the opportunity to play in it. It's awesome. It's cool.
I was gonna say, what's it like?
Well, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, very, very small. I think there might be only like, I don't know, maybe like 10 rows of bleachers, but no, it's awesome. It's got that small kind of gym feel, shooter's gym. So
I think 10
it's
rows
cool.
is generous. Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah, it is very small.
What's it like? What does that mean? What is the it's only in 49 other states it's just basketball. What's that mean? How did you grow up with it? Why is the sport important to you?
Yeah, so I don't really know how to explain it, but like when you like basketball in Indiana, I think it's like football and basketball. I think those are the two biggest sports in the state. I think if you look at like just gym sizes alone, Indiana has like 8 out of the top 10 just biggest gyms in the country. Like I came out here and I'm playing in schools in Northeast and I'm like, wow, like my high school gym I think is bigger than every single gym here. I think just the people in Indiana, like the fans, everyone just loves basketball. I think the majority of people probably grew up playing basketball, or I don't know, you just walk around, everyone has a hoop in their driveway. Everyone's playing pickup on the weekends. So it's just kind of like maybe like a way of life, I guess I would call it there. So yeah, I mean, everyone would come to the games. You get like sold out crowds, especially when it's like state tournament time. There's not an open seat in the gym. So yeah, it's just an amazing atmosphere. So
This season ends for Bentley women's basketball. How?
well, hopefully with a Northeast 10 championship, and hopefully a regional championship. I mean, those were kind of our goals coming into the year. It's one of the reasons why I came back. But obviously, you have to take it one step at a time. Every single team in our conference, and even in the region is very talented and very good. Anyone could be anyone on any given night. But I think we have a talented group of players here who have really bought into our goals and kind of what we want to do. So yeah, I think if we show up and we give it our best, I think we have a good shot of achieving those goals. So we'll see. Definitely very excited. So
Ella, I appreciate the time. Best of luck here as you guys
no,
pursue all of
yeah.
that.
Thank you so much for having me.